We have fire. It's burning down pretty good now. Just wasted all this time and effort. Let's give this another shot. Hello, welcome back to another episode from Pale Horse Survival and Tactical. I'm Bill, glad you could join me. Today we're going to take a look at how to prepare toyon berries. Stay tuned. I'm up here. A little snowstorm going on out here. A storm passing over the mountains, and really windy and cold, and snow showers coming down, so everything's really wet. A little bit of a challenge getting a primitive fire going under these conditions. Almost didn't get that one going, but got it to catch right at the last moment. Okay, so let me go ahead and get ready here. I'm going to get prepared, and we'll get on with the toyon berries. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm going to post a link down below to my original video I did, I think 3 years ago, on, watch out here, I'm about ready to catch on fire. Fire feels good though, it's a little chilly out here. I originally did a video on the identification of toyon, and so I'll post that a link down below. You guys can check that out. And these are the berries here. These are dried, and I harvested these last fall, late fall into the winter time is the harvesting period for these. Now toyon berries, they contain a glycogen, cyanogen, and basically it's a cyanide. So you don't want to eat these right off the bush raw. You want to either dry them. What I do, I harvest the berries and I put them on a cookie sheet inside my place, and I just let them air dry. And as they air dry, the glycogens will volatilize. In other words, they'll evaporate, and the berries will actually sweeten. You can also cook the berries, and that will also volatilize the glycogens. But you don't want to eat them raw off the bush. So drying, they'll actually preserve and store this way as well, as long as they're kept dry. Toyon berries were an important food source for a number of Native American tribes here in California. Toyon's native to California. I'm just going to do a very small demonstration here. So we'll put some berries in here. A canteen cup. We'll put just a little bit of water down in there, and what's going to happen is these berries are going to reconstitute. We're actually going to make a beverage out of these. So we'll put the canteen cup here in the fire, and we're going to go ahead and simmer these for a while. And then we'll take a flat stick, a stick with a flat edge on it, and we'll just kind of mash the berries up inside. And then we can decanter. You can actually eat them that way too. They're fairly sweet, but I'm going to decanter it off into a cup, so it'll be like a red tea. The dried berries can also be ground up in a mortar and pestle, or on a flat rock, however you want to work it. I actually brought a primitive mortar and pestle with me, and I'll demonstrate it. You can grind these up into a powder, and they'll make a sweet powder that you use in beverages or whatever you want to put it on. There's a few other recipes that they can be used for. I'm not going to demonstrate everything here in a primitive setting. I'm just going to go over the basics of it. keep this fire stoked. Everything's pretty wet out here. I'm going to grab that mortar and pestle. Stay tuned. I got one of my primitive stone mortar and pestles here. Kind of babysitting this fire. I don't have a good head of coals going yet. Conditions are damp, and the way they are, you have to kind of babysit a fire a little bit more until you get a good bed of coals. You can just take these, you can use a standard store-bought mortar and pestle as well. You can just grind these. Grind those into a powder. You can use those as a seasoning. Oh, there's fire starting to take off now. Good. Got a little bit of steam going in there. We'll let that simmer for a few. But you can just grind it into a powder. These berries will keep and preserve as long as they're kept dry. So if you're in a long-term primitive living situation, you can harvest these in the fall and just spread them out, let them air dry, and that way you'll have preserved berries throughout the winter. And if you get enough of them, you'll have enough to last you through the following year until the next harvest. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to let this simmer, and then I'll bounce back when that is done and ready to drink. So stay tuned. I shall return. Okay, these berries are simmering pretty good now, so I'm just going to take a branch with a flat end. Just kind of mash these here. The fire's doing pretty good now. Once it gets a good bed of coals built up, it's pretty self-sustaining. Pretty vulnerable in the early stages. We'll let those simmer for just a little bit longer. And then I'll decanter those off into a cup, and we'll give it the taste test. Stay tuned. I shall be back. Okay, I think we're ready to pour these off here. The sun is out, but it's started to snow again. It's a little crazy up here on the mountain today with the storm coming in. You ever get one of these canteen nesting cups? It goes is with the military canteen. It's this is all military surplus gear. This is a stainless steel, and so is the cup. It's had the butterfly handles on them, but I highly recommend getting the lid with the vents on the side. It's so easy to decanter liquid off, leaving the solids inside. It has a little vent hole on the other side here. So this is way too hot to drink. So I'm going to go ahead and pause again, and I'm going to let this cool down for a few, and I will be back in a bit. Stay tuned. Berry tea, I highly recommend it. It is really, really tasty. It has a very unique taste. It's kind of sweet. It's sweet, but it has another flavor to it that I really can't compare it to. Ooh, I just got bombed by a big chunk of snow. Just came down out of the tree. Yeah, it's sweet with a. It's got another flavor added in there that I can't quite compare it to anything else, but it's really tasty. I highly recommend it. And I'm currently, I just harvested some fir needles, and I'm making a small pot of fir needle tea. It's a good day with the storm and everything. Hot tea and a warm fire sounds pretty good. So anyways, guys, I hope all of you enjoyed the video as much as I did making it for you. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'd like to wave a hand at all my new subscribers. Appreciate your viewership and support, and definitely appreciate all of my long-time subscribers. And I'm finally back up in the mountains filming, so I may not be up every single week, but I'm planning on, I'm back on my filming schedule. So, and I'm currently in the middle of filming another video right now, so about every week or every other week I should be popping up a new video or two. So it feels good to finally be back in the mountains. I had a pretty rough winter. I had a lot of issues with the truck, and mechanical problems and things that needed to be replaced, and then my work schedule was insanely busy. So, but I think I'm back on track. I'm getting smoked out here. So all of you have a great day or night, depending on where you're located, and I will see all of you very soon on the next one. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.